World jams. These are all imported jams from Poland. And in this assortment, which I have to say, Monifa, is beautifully packaged. It comes in a beautiful box. This gives you the opportunity to try 4 delicious gourmet fruit jams: black currant, a forest fruit, apple mango, and then finally the sour cherry chia. This is an opportunity again to go back to old world Poland, a place where the tradition of creating delicious jams and spreads goes back hundreds of years. Joining us now, Jackie Grant, who is here with us from Old World Quality Foods. Just kind of gave the backstory about this. Talk to us a little bit about these imported jams.
So this collection, I love this collection. So you gave the background on the company.
I did.
So we are made in the old world style, and what that means to you and me is more fruit and less added sugar. So our jams are made, you know, think about stovetop, like your grandmother used to make, and we're just naturally using a higher amount of that fresh ripe fruit, and so we just really don't need as much sugar as your supermarket brands
and let's
of
go
jams
through
and
the
preserves.
flavors really quickly. I told them everybody gets all of them, so you don't have to choose. You get them in this delicious box, which has kind of an old world crate feel to it.
Isn't it pretty?
The whole presentation of how they come to you is so pretty. And like simply put this with some of the Jenny Lee bread that we offered earlier,
Delicious.
or the little mini bagels that I was using from Just Bagels. However you want to spread it, you spread it.
Yes.
So first
indeed.
flavor, you want to do the one that you have there?
So yes, we're coming back with this forest fruit, and this is just a rustic combination of blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries.
Love it.
I love it. If I had to play favorites, I would say this might be my favorite.
Okay.
It's very luscious.
Let me get a spoon on that one. Let me try that.
Yes.
Okay.
Very luscious, very ripe, and you can really see, you know, if you really, you know, we call them jams, but they're more of like a preserve because you can really see those chunks of blueberries and those chunks of strawberries and blackberries. It's beautiful, and I just love the flavors. I mean, you can really taste those fresh berries. It reminds me of summer.
That old world texture. You can taste the raspberry. You can taste the blueberry. Very rich, very decadent.
Yes.
All right, next flavor.
Okay, next flavor. So this is our apple and mango. Have you ever heard of a combination like this?
Apple and mango.
It's so cool. It is such a cool flavor combination. So you've got your ripe, juicy apples, and you've got your ripe mangoes. And mangoes are kind of like a silky, like velvety texture as is. They're a little slippery when you try to peel a mango, but you've got these huge chunks of apple and mango. You can see them. You can just see them there. And this kind of, you know, it has a tropical feel, so if you're a fan of those tropical flavors, you're gonna love this one. It's a very cool bridge into the springtime season. I love this flavor, yes.
All right.
Now, this one is, I am super excited about these next two. So this is our sour cherry chia. And the sour cherries, the cherries are native to Poland. So you're not gonna find these cherries in the US. They have that
And what's the difference between what we know as a cherry as opposed to what you get in Poland?
So these cherries are grown on, you know, centuries old orchards. And you've got that perfect balance of sweet and tart in this cherry jam. I want you to try this. Yeah, so you've got that perfect balance of sweet and tart, and if you are a cherry fan, you're gonna love this one.
Awesome.
I love the combination of cherries and chocolate, so I would say dollop a little bit on a brownie recipe, swirl it through a brownie recipe, or enjoy it with—
That's very good.
Even on top of some cheesecake, so delicious.
And keep in mind that this is not like canned cherry, or, you know what I mean? It's
and
not
you can taste that right away.
You can taste the difference between the old world jams as opposed to the gelatinous kind of stuff that you get in a jar in the grocery store. I'm sorry, but that is not the same.
It's not the same.
That's delicious.
It's
One
special.
more flavor to
it's
go
special,
through.
Yeah. So this is black currant, and as a foodie, I was dying to get my hands on this black currant jam. Black currants are very readily available in Europe, but not as easy to find in the US. So this is super special. What a black currant is, what a currant is, it's sort of like a fancy grape.
Thank you.
It's smaller than a regular grape, and it has more tannins. So you're getting that punch. As soon as you put it in your mouth, you're getting that punch of that balance of sweet tart. It's a little tart, but it's sweet enough that, you know, it's a great balance of the sweet and tart, and it's so special. I love it on a cheese
That
board.
might be my favorite.
I mean, it's not something you're going to find in a supermarket.
Good.
This is you're not going to find black currants really anywhere around, you know, in the States.
That is so rich, and the flavor is delicious. So here's what I would love to do with these, all of them. Put them out with my charcuterie. Whenever I'm doing a charcuterie board with cheese and a really heavy meats and fats.
Has to have jam.
You have to have some kind of jam. You got to have some kind of like tartness to break through it. It's that salt, fat, acid, heat combination.
You know it. You said it brilliantly.
This is going to be perfect.
Yes.
And this makes such a wonderful gift idea. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can use these in recipes.
Yes,
They're
baking.
the old world quality foods, 4-count, 9.5-ounce jars of the gourmet fruit jams. And you get them all, so it's not a choice of. You get the black currant, you get the forest fruit, you get the apple mango, you get the sour cherry chia. All of it at a price of $32.
And I love this collection.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Just now back in stock. This is the first day this year that we're presenting these at that sale price. All right. Thank you,
Thanks for
Jackie.
having me.
So do you ever wake up in the morning, you have your lovely cup of coffee, and if you're like my husband, you just can't have the coffee by itself? You need something to kind of dunk it in that coffee.